I just felt like I didn't belong to him, that he wasn't my daddy, because I didn't really think my daddy could treat me like that.
Dawn Taylor was often on the receiving end of her alcoholic father's outbursts and verbal abuse.
The pain. My heart hurt. I felt lost, lonely, empty, abandoned, not good enough. I hated myself, and I didn't even know why.
By the time Dawn was 5, her dad had left, and her mom paid her little attention. Adding to the insult, kids at school bullied her because she was poor. At 14, she got a part-time job. One night on her way home, she was mugged by some teenagers.
I guess at 14, something in me had just snapped. I had been bullied and picked on my entire life. Something in me just said, you know what, you're not gonna be a punk.
That compelled her to take a Taekwondo class that she paid for herself. She excelled and quickly earned her black belt. She felt it gave her more than self-protection.
Flying through the air, you know, and a sidekick, bam! Love the applause. It made me feel free. I loved it, you know, and I just was passionate about it. All my life, you know, people had dogged me, telling me I wasn't ever gonna be good at anything. And I knew better. It was just amazing. It was just like a big adrenaline rush. Oh, don't get me kicking those boards. Boy, I was show off.
But while the accolades boosted her self-confidence, Dawn still felt the pain of rejection. So after she married and had a baby when she was 18, she started drinking and using drugs with her husband.
My daughter was left with my mom 90% of the time. We would go party, dance. I just felt like I had to be free. And at that moment in time, that is how that lifestyle let me feel free. I didn't have any pain when I'm drinking and snorting and smoking and doing whatever else, God knows what. I didn't have any pain for the first time in my life.
They divorced after 5 years, and Dawn married again. Still, she depended on her sport and partying to mask her pain. When multiple injuries and surgeries forced Dawn to quit martial arts, she found painkillers fill the void.
Took it for pain, but then figured out that it actually did something for me the other way. It gave me euphoria. It made me feel like I was Superwoman. I was unstoppable. It numbed. It numbed the pain. I was like, oh, heck yes, this is my thing.
It wasn't until her husband forced her to go into rehab years later that she got off painkillers. But when they divorced, she went back to alcohol and drugs.
I'm feeling, what are you doing, Dawn? You're like relying on something else to make you happy. Why? I kept asking myself, why?
She tried to quit many times over the years and even went to church on occasion. But her addictions and the hurt ran deep.
I kept asking myself, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? I knew I was killing myself.
At times, even suicide seemed to be the best option.
I just wanted to stop the pain, I think, because I never really wanted to die. I just thought that death had to be better than all this. And it was such a selfish way to think. I would have left 2 children and whoever else on earth that might care about me.
One night in 2011, Dawn finally gave her addictions, her pain, and her life over to Jesus Christ.
Felt like I was completely broken, snapped in half, beat down. I hit my knees and said, Jesus, you gotta help me now. You gotta help me now. I cannot do this by myself. I don't wanna live like this by myself. I don't wanna die. Help me. He showed up. He made me feel like I always felt I should feel. And that is perfect love.
As Dawn pursued her relationship with Christ, she says he gave her the strength to overcome her addictions. And through his love, she found healing and acceptance.
Yes, he showed me perfect unconditional love. I wake up every morning expecting great things from the Lord. I do. To live pain-free, I'd rather have physical pain. I don't mind it. Mental pain? No way. And I don't have it anymore because I don't have to.